Ladies and gentlemen, we have a breaking news report here in the Bachelor in Paradise universe. It's a boy! It's a boy! Adam and Raven have had a child, a happy and healthy baby boy. Well, we don't know if he's happy. He might be an a-hole. We don't know. He might be some babies aren't happy, but I'm assuming he is. I'm assuming we've got a happy child here. We'll get into the store. We'll play their Instagrams, the updates, the feet photo. You can see there. Where's my Harry Potter one? You need the Harry Potter one. We'll get that. We'll do all that. I designed this balloon for them. You're welcome. Yesterday, by the way, follow me on, make sure to hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Like the video an odd number of times. And don't forget, 10 a.m. today, Pacific, 1 p.m. East Coast, we're doing a patreon.com live stream. That's a private live stream community. I'm going to be live streaming for probably 3 hours today. I'm just going to let the live stream run as I make a couple of videos. You can watch the behind the scenes, join our live stream community. We're over 200 members and all that jazz. Yes, I promote the Patreon nearly every episode. It's a revenue stream for me, and it's an extra community for you guys if you want to be a part of it. So yesterday on the public live stream, we did a special live stream yesterday. Bachelor in Paradise couple Raven and Adam are giving birth today. Turns out I was wrong. They gave birth early this morning. This was yesterday's live stream, which was quickly demonetized because I was talking about the cervix getting dilated and all these issues. Here's what I love about having an audience of mainly women, 92% female audience here, according to the statistics. How do they judge that? I don't know. But here's what I love is that I can play the dumb guy role and look into, things I was never taught in public school health class. So anyway, I'll just play 2 quick clips. This is the first one of Raven and Adam finding out they're having a baby. So just a real quick one.
Adam, look at my hands, I'm shaking.
Okay, darn it. No.
There it is, folks. How funny is that? I went to hit the breaking news button, but I had already hit it on the other video. So there's a picture-in-picture breaking news button. So there they are. We're gonna have a kid. They decided that's gonna happen, and then and then the next one here would be the 30-minute mark that we really got into the weeds here and did some research on how exactly we can determine if it's time to start pushing. Triggering towards my sweet tooth. Oreo is the state. Okay, so 6 centimeters is the soda can, but you need to be a full 10 cent. You need a bagel. What happens? I guess the baby just doesn't come out till it gets to a certain size, but the baby doesn't come out. It comes out like a bagel, the baby bagel, baby. I love a good baby bagel. Do they still make those tiny bagels? Remember those ones? They were always mushy. That you'd get them frozen in a bag. Oh, pizza bagels! Come on, who wants a pizza bagel? Can you tell I'm trying to be on a keto diet? No food till Brooklyn. All right. Anyway, so we went over the dilation of the cervical. The guide there, which is always good to do. That probably got us demonetized right away. But anyway, here's what Adam posted yesterday, and we'll give you the update. We think baby G is coming today, went into hospital this AM. Raven is 3 centimeters dilated and about to start epidural. Googly eye, baby emoji, stay tuned. And sure enough, we did stay tuned. The next one.
Guys, well, I'm on my way to the car to pick up the bags, and I think little man's coming today,
Woo!
So Raven this morning was having like really bad contractions, and then we're at the hospital, and the only 2 ways you can stay obviously is either your water has to break or you need to be dilated, which she was neither. And then they were like checking her, and then all of a sudden she dilated to 3 centimeters, and now she's like 3.5.
By the way, is this an American thing? Do you have to let me know about other countries that might have socialized healthcare? Are you not allowed a hospital bed until you're like literally ready to go? If it were up to me and if I could afford maybe the type of insurance, I would want a corner suite. Oh, you're not ready to go yet? No worries. Here's a flat screen TV. Go watch some of Dave Neal's YouTube. You know what I mean? Or whatever you decide to watch. But maybe an episode or 2 of Yellowstone. I don't know. Get out there and watch some Righteous Gemstones if you haven't already. Great show. But here it's like, all right, unless you're a punching cloth in the old, unless you're ready to go down the old fallopian tube, you're not you know what I mean, they won't let you in.
She has an epidural, and that seems to be the game changer. So we're about to pack up and stay the night here, but appreciate everyone's love and support for us, and can't wait to show you guys little baby G. Let's go.
So I don't know. Is this? I read this that in the 1970s we had 1.5 million hospital beds in our country, and then today we have only just over 900,000. And I don't think that includes the fact that our country is a lot bigger now. Is that? Can we admit we have a problem with our healthcare service? I've heard of people that don't want to start giving birth till like right after midnight. That way they get to stay in the hospital an extra day. What kind of quack, crazy, poor country stuff is this? Aren't we supposed to be land of the free, one of the greatest countries to ever exist? Aren't we supposed to take care of her? Not to mention, obviously, we've talked about in the past that women of color in our country are literally have a mortality rate during birth, during pregnancy. Like that is like a third world country here. We have issues is the point. We have issues. And if a global pandemic isn't enough for us to, I don't know, build more hospitals and really reinvest in healthcare and take the money out of all the insurance companies. If a global pandemic honestly isn't going to fix things, I don't know what is. Do I need to get out there and run for Senate? What are we doing out there, folks? I'm not going to do that. But my point, it's just, I'll digress. This isn't about that. Let's finish this off. So here's the update from last night. This is where we left off on the live stream. Raven is at 9 centimeters, going to start pushing in the next hour. So far, so smooth. Epidural is key. We are all hanging out watching TV, and nurses come in to check her body position. Raven is an absolute trooper, soaking it all in. What do you think the weight will be? And I wrote under 8 pounds. No, I said over 8 pounds, right? I don't remember which one I voted. Either way. Here's the update. That was 13 hours ago. We have an update. Here it is, folks. 6 hours ago. I think they're in Dallas, Texas, right? Little man made it. Had emergency C-section. Sally sells C-sections by the seashore after pushing for about an hour and a half. Mom and baby are doing very well. Born at 3:33 a.m. Let's look at the angel number for that. What's the angel number for 3 angel number? Well, that's a very specific angel number. So angel number 3, the meaning and symbolism of angel number 3 are closely linked to feelings of hope and optimism. I think they just gave birth to Jesus, the new coming, hope and optimism. That's the name of my channel. Dave Neal's Hope and Optimism. Many people's futures look bright if they see this number. In numerology, the number 3 is a representation of wisdom and balance. It's also regarded as a sign of originality, openness, and openness to the world. Openness of that is cervical dilation. Anyway, we say this all with the good fun and light. We're happy the baby's healthy. And then here it was. So they got the feet, as someone had commented, real dirty feet. Is this what they have to do when the baby's born? The feet get so dirty from sitting there all the time in the womb that they have to clean off the feet. I'm kidding, folks. Jeez, you know what I mean? Sarcasm is lost on the YouTube audience sometimes. All right, so that's that. Now we looked this up. We looked up emergency C-section because this is kind of like, I would be frantic. I get anxious before a stand-up set. I couldn't imagine baby's on the way. I'm in the other room looking at the clocks, talking to the nurse. Everyone would be so sick and tired of me. They'd probably have to put some laughing gas on me and knock me out. Congratulations, you're expecting. All right, what is an emergency C-section? Emergency C-sections happen when delivery must occur urgently to make sure both you and baby are safe. This can happen whether you're planning to have a normal birth or a C-section. They might seem like the same thing, but not all C-section experiences are created equal. Your experience as well as the actual procedure for an emergency C-section will be different than those of a scheduled or unplanned C-section. So they say that a C-section happens 1 out of every, 32% of the time there's a C-section. Almost 32% of births in the U.S. occur by C-section. You're less likely to need an emergency C-section, which only happens when it's the safest option for you and your baby. Now, listen, I have no facts to back this up, but I wonder if hospitals can charge more for their insurance if they do a C-section. I just like to search things like this. Hospitals, C-section, charge more. Because you'd have to wonder if there's any sort, on average, all right, let's see how much it costs at least. On average, getting a C-section costs $10,000 more than a normal birth. Since the price of both services varies by state, this number isn't uniform. Wow, so it's an extra $9,000 bill. Again, we don't know what the insurance costs with all this, but it's like, if that's the case, you're like, you know what? Let's just push a little harder. I'm kidding. You got to do what you have to do, and I don't think doctors would would want to do a C-section unless they had to. But I mean, yeah, I wouldn't put it past insurance companies to try to push, information like again, this is just wild theory here, wild theory. But like we like to look critically at things and go, hospitals, what they've shown during the pandemic is hospitals make all their money, their profit from elective surgeries. So when the pandemic actually hit, and again, they had the issue with the flu several years ago where they were building tents in the parking lots and this and that. When it actually hit, the profit margin for getting rid of elective surgeries, like the money just isn't there to treat normal basic issues like a pandemic. So what's the article here? Hospitals in California lowered C-section rates for new mothers. C-section rates in low-risk first deliveries vary widely, with some hospitals having rates as high as 50%. I would for sure look into if I were giving birth, not me personally, but my fiance, if we were part of that process. By the way, the wife gets a push gift, right? So we'll see what Raven gets for the push gift. I tried to float this by my lady. There should be a seed gift. You should have to get a gift for giving your seed out to. I'm kidding, folks. But you do wonder if a hospital has a 50% C-section rate and another hospital has a 30% C-section rate. I'm just, the cynic in me goes, you know what? I'd like to audit that hospital. I'd like to know who's making the decisions that 20% more women have to get C-sections, which can be very dangerous in some instances. It can be very procedural, but it can also be very dangerous. And you wonder, are they leaning on the side of insurance companies making a few extra bucks? I don't know, folks. These are just thoughts. But either way, it's really not important to this story. Let me know what you guys think. I'm happy for them, and I look forward to seeing their little influencer family take off. Congratulations, Raven and Adam. And again, we'll be back here, patreon.com/Dave Neal. For as little as $5 a month, you can join the membership-only community where I have extra hours worth of live stream. If you're working from home, you need to be a part of this community. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye, guys.